Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So my name's Alondra and this is my first video. I decided to talk about my labor and delivery because I do have like lots of friends and just girls in general that always ask me about my experience. Anyway, so I'm just gonna start off like a little summary about like my pregnancy. First 3 months were kind of rough for me because I would throw up so much and I was working at Forever 21 and like I literally didn't even want to go to work, and I'm never the type of person to call out, you know. So I noticed that I would like to call out and I wouldn't like to be on the floor. I would always want to be like in the fitting room or in the back. I spend most of my time now like just throwing up in the bathroom, so I decided to just, you know, call it quits. I left my job and, you know, I was just like in bed for the rest of those first I was just in bed for the 2 months, but in total it was like 3 months that I was like just like sick, like throwing up and all that, the morning sickness. Bitch, it was like all day fucking sickness. Like it was not just morning sickness, like it was literally like all day. So whatever, after that, like the 4th month, I started enjoying my pregnancy. It was all good. Like I was, you know, getting all my cravings. It wasn't really cravings, it was just me just saying like, oh, I want this, I want that, and blame it on the baby. But I just wanted to be a fatty, you know, just gain a lot of weight and just blame it on the pregnancy. And yeah, it's kind of funny, but I really did that. I just wanted to like get away with stuff, you know. So yeah, we had a baby shower. My mom threw us one, and then my fiance's family threw us one as well. So we got a lot of stuff. Like we didn't even have to buy anything because both of our families were super supportive and like they helped us out a lot. So it was pretty cool. After that, well, our due date was October 12th, so it actually all started October 9th. It was a Monday. I started getting contractions, but it was just like the little period cramps. It wasn't that bad. It was just like, oh, okay, you know, it's just like the little fake contractions. Then that's what I thought. But then the next day, October 10th, which is a Tuesday, I started getting them a little bit harder, and I was like, okay, still not that bad. Like I will still be able to walk and like without a problem, you know, when I would get a contraction. Wednesday morning though, bitch, this is when shit got fucking serious. Sorry for the freaking cursing, but it was like I started getting the pain. So on Wednesday morning at 5 o'clock, I woke up and I was like in so much pain, like in so much. So I woke up my fiance and I was like, I think it's time to go. So we went to the hospital, and the midwife, you know, like she checked me down there to see how much I've been dilated, you know, and she told me that I was only 1.5 centimeters open. And she actually brought my freaking hopes down because she was like, oh, it looks like you'll still be pregnant for like another week, you know, like I'll even pass my due date. She's like, you're fine, like you just go home, you know. So she sent me back home, and you know, I was all sad, like I thought I was gonna have the baby. Like even though I was in pain, I was excited, like, oh my gosh, like I'm finally gonna meet my little princess. So whatever, we got sent back home, and he left me at my mom's house so I could, you know, like not be alone while he goes to work. Me and my mom, around 1 p.m. we started we went to go walk, you know, like we usually always go walk. So that day, like she just seen me in so much pain, and she was like, well, let's go try to walk, because you know, like they say when you walk, you know, like supposedly you open up quicker, or like it helps you, you know, to get through your birth faster or whatever. So we went to go walk at 1 p.m. we walked for 1.5 hours, and oh my god, when I would walk this time, like I wouldn't be able to like chill, like, you know, like when you're walking like it's nothing. Like bitch, like this time, like I was fucking walking, and then whenever I would get a contraction, I would freaking stop and like I would breathe in and out. So like with this, like, I don't want to say patience, but it was like you have to breathe in and like you have to control it, because like the pain, it's like it hurts so much. So yeah, I would like get a contraction, like I would have to stop from my walking. I would have to bend down and like breathe in, and like my mom was just like, you know, patting my back, and she was just like rubbing my back and stuff. She's trying to be there for me, but I was like in so much pain. I was like, it hurts, and she was like, I know. So whatever, you know, like after that 1.5 hours that we were walking, we went back to the house, and then I just went to go lay down, and then like they started hurting so bad. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I started to like wanting to cry. And then my fiance got there after work, and then I was trying to eat with him because I hadn't ate all day. And every time I would try to eat, like I would get a contraction, and I'm not like lying to you, like I would literally be like every time I would get a contraction, like it hurts, like it's not a game, like it freaking hurts. So like I just gave up, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna eat, like you're too much in pain, like you can't even like try to like focus and like not even watch TV. So I couldn't even watch TV or anything. Like I was just like laying down in the sofa, and then like my fiance came, and he was just like, you know, rubbing my back, and he was like being, you know, just being there for me. And then after that, like after a while, like maybe 30 minutes, like it was gonna be 7 already, and I was like in so much pain. I was like, we were both, me and my fiance, we were like, well, we should go back to get checked, you know, maybe I opened up more. But like, because the midwife did tell us that like I'll still even be pregnant for another freaking week, we were like, we shouldn't go because we're gonna get sent back home. So we were like, what should we do, type of thing, you know? And I was just in so much pain. I was like, let me just take a shower, you know, like a warm shower, and see how I feel afterwards. So, you know, I got in the shower, and when I got out, we went to go lay down again, and I started getting them so much harder. Like, I started, like, it sounds like you're moaning, but you're not. Like, you're just in pain. And I started like crying. That's when I did start crying, and I was just like in tears, and like it hurt so much. And then my mom heard me, and she was like, we should like just go, you know, like let's go, because it sounds like you're already like gonna have the baby. So I was like, okay, let me just go pee and then we can leave. So I went to go pee, and then I went back in the room, and I grabbed my bag and everything. And then while I was doing that, I like noticed I started leaking, and I was like, bitch, like I'm not peeing because I just went to go pee. Like my water just broke, and like we were all like more excited because we were already ready, you know, to go. So then we were like, okay, let's hurry. So we went in the car. The hospital is 30 minutes away, and like I literally told my fiance, I was like, you better step on the gas because I'm not gonna have the baby in the car, because supposedly like once you have like your water breaks, that you can have the baby like right away. So I was like so scared because I seen videos on YouTube like, oh my gosh, like this lady was having her freaking baby like on her way to the hospital, and she had it in the car. So I was like, that's gonna happen to me. So, you know, we got there in 10 minutes because he really did step on the gas, and I was like scaring him, you know, like, oh my gosh, like it hurts, like I don't want to have the baby in the car and whatever. So then we got there, and the security guard, he literally seen me that I was in so much pain I couldn't even talk. So what he did was just like, he grabbed the wheelchair, and he like just, you know, took me to the back, and then like they took me to a little room. And then the midwife, she came in, and she was like, oh yeah, you're already 4.5 centimeters open. And then they took me to a bigger room, and then that's when shit got serious, you guys. The pains were like, they were already like so strong and just so hard, and then like I felt them even longer, and like, oh my god, I was just like, oh, I wanted to cry. I kept crying with it. I wanted to cry. I was crying and crying, like not like a freaking like a big old baby, but you know, like you're in pain, like those tears are coming, and you're just like, oh my god, it hurts, like it hurts so bad. And I went in there like ever since I had a baby, or even before I was planning to have a baby, like I would always be like, oh, I'm gonna give a natural birth, like I don't want no epidural, like no medicine, no nothing at all. Bitch, think again, that shit hurts hella bad, you know. After a while I was like, okay, can I get the medicine that they put in your like IV? So I got that, and that shit only helped you for like 2 seconds, so I don't even recommend that. Like it dozes, like it makes you like doze off, you know, but like you can still feel the pain, but like you're really not feeling it, so it's like you're not even in pain, you know. That shit worked for like 2 seconds. So then it went away, and like you started getting the contractions like even harder and stronger, and like 10 times everything, like literally like everything. And I was like, oh my god, like no. And then like my fiance was telling me like, get it, you know, get the epidural, like you should just get it, you know, so you won't feel pain, because he felt kind of, I don't want to say stressed, but he felt like bad for me. Like he even like did mention it to me, like after, you know, everything. He was like, I feel bad because I couldn't like help you, like I feel so like helpless because like you were in so much pain. And then like you just feel bad for like your partner, like when they're going through the pain, and you can't really do anything like to help them, make them feel better or anything. So he was telling me like, oh, get the epidural. And then my mom was telling me like, you should get it, you know, like if you can get some type of medicine, like she always told me this, like even when I was pregnant, like if you can get something to help you like not feel the pain, she's like, I recommend that. She's like, because in Mexico like you don't get none of that, you know. Well, whatever, I ended up getting the epidural. But before that I was in pain and everything, but I needed to talk to the guy because it's like a special like doctor that comes in to like put it in you. So I asked him about the risks, you know, because I always thought that you can get paralyzed, like, you know, like people always tell you like rumors, and like basically they try to scare you. So I was like, oh no, I need to get fucking informed. So I asked him, and he was like, no, like you'll be fine, you know, like. And I was like, can I move? Because supposedly if you move, like if you react to it, like something happens. And he was like, no, you'll be fine. So basically like he cooled me off, and I got it. If you guys are scared to get that shit because of what you hear, don't believe nobody. Like they literally scare you for no reason. Like people would tell me so much shit where you'll get scared. And I was like tripping out about it, like, oh my gosh, I don't want an epidural, like I could die, you know. Get that shit, because the pain, like that shit hurts. Like you guys will fucking know if you guys are girls and you guys ever have a baby, like that shit hurts hella bad. Or if you guys are already moms, you guys know like that pain, like it's like not a game, like it's serious. That's the only thing I was scared of though, like when I was like pregnant or whenever like we wanted to have a baby. Like I'm not scared of like the sleepless nights or like any of that. Like I was just scared of going like giving birth, you know, like because you don't know how it is, you don't know what to do. So whatever, so I got the epidural, and then after that, you guys, I was chilling. Like, I was just like, you know, on Instagram, on Snapchat, you know, on Snapchat, I was like replying back to everybody that was saying like, oh my G, like she's almost here and blah blah, like put pictures. And then it was time. At 7ish, I was already 10 centimeters open, you know, so they told me to start pushing like 7 something. And when you guys are pushing, like, you feel like you're gonna poop. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, you feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna poop. Like, I was so shy. Like, I was like, let me just tell them, just in case if I do poop, like, let me just let them know that I might just poop. And I was, excuse me, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I think I'm gonna poop, like, I'm gonna poop, you know. I kept saying it, like, and I kept telling my mom, like, in Spanish, like, voy a hacer del baño, voy a hacer del baño. And then, like, I would tell my fiance, and, like, they would all tell me, like, no, it's just, like, the baby's pressure, like, her head, and blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, no, like, I really feel like I'm gonna poop. It's not like the baby, like, I think I'm gonna poop. And they'll be like, no, like, like, they would keep telling me, but I don't know, like, the feeling, like, when you feel it, it's just, like, it's not the baby, it's not the baby's head, like, it's really, like, poop gonna come out. So it was like funny, you know. So whatever, she finally came out after 40 minutes of me pushing. She finally came out, and like I cried when they took her out. Like, I felt like a relief, like, oh, okay, you know, like, I could stop pushing, because it is like hella like too much, like, to be pushing and pushing. Like, my mom would tell me like, oh my gosh, she's out, and I'll be like, oh, okay, finally, like, you know, like, but I was like, okay, yes, and I would relax, and they'll be like, push, 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 and I'll be like, didn't my mom just tell me that she was out? Like, why the fuck do I gotta keep pushing, you know? But whatever, it's because she wasn't fully out. So when I pushed, and then finally, you know, I felt like a relief, and like I cried a little bit, and then like they just put her like right in your chest, like right away. So it's just like, oh my gosh, this is like my baby, this is my kid, my little twin, my mini me, and whatever. And like, it was just like really nice, like really cute, and like I fell in love with her, and I was just talking to her, and like she was so cute, like she was crying, like it was so cute, her little cry, you guys. Like, ugh, she's super cute, like I love her. She was born at 8:35 in the morning. She was 7 pounds and 7 ounces, and she was 20.5 inches long. And yeah, so that was my story. It was crazy. Like, it was a crazy experience. Like, the whole thing. Like, it was just like, I wish I could live it like one more time and record the whole thing. Like, I regret not letting like my family like record while I was like giving birth. My mom did record when my fiance cut the umbilical cord. And I have like that, but it's like not enough. Like, I want to see her coming out completely and all of that. So yeah, now I have my little baby, and she's so cute, and I love her, and like we're super happy with her. She's so good to us. And yeah, so that was my experience, you guys. So I hope you guys liked it. I'm gonna keep like updating you guys like with all, you know, like mom life, you know, like all the new stuff. So yeah, you guys, thank you guys for watching. You guys can totally like, comment, share, please subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos. So thank you.